Alright guys, today we're checking out the BougeRV cross rail bar system for the Honda Pilot. Going to be installing it on my 2020 Honda Pilot. Instructions are simple, as you can see here. Shouldn't take no more than half an hour. These are all the bolts and screws. My pry tool. So let's get this rail trim off. As you can see here, I'm on top, got the middle piece, which is fairly easy to remove. So these clips have a habit of breaking, so you might have to replace some of those. But the good thing is, underneath the track, you can adjust, it's totally adjustable. So let's say you put the bolt on here, so you can just swap it over to this side and have it clip down, because eventually you're gonna be cutting it, so it can be flush with the clamps. So if you want to get more of these clips, I'll have a link in the description or even on screen for the part number. I don't believe these to be very expensive. You can just go to any Honda dealership and they'll have some. So anyways, yeah, let's continue to bolt this clamp on. Alright, you got these bolts here. You're going to be installing this on here. So just screw it on until it gets nice and tight, and put one on each side for each rail, which is nice, and then another two for the back. I got this thing attached. This is a 13mm nut, so with a socket wrench, make sure you don't put on too tight. I've had issues with putting the cover back on. If you put it too tight, it actually bends the clamp and it won't lock into place, so don't over tighten it. Now you should be able to lock it in place. Now it is snug. Now let's get the other three installed. What's great about these crossbars is it's not necessary to remove this back piece. These have a prone to breaking, clips breaking. So with this set, you'll avoid that totally, and you won't have broken clips. So that's a plus. Alright, so you've seen the video of me putting the clamps on first. No, that is not correct. You'll need to bolt on the clamps to the bars first before installing it on top of the car. Of course, you'll need to install the bolts first, just like we see here. So the correct way is to install the bolts first, then install the bolts, these Allen key bolts, two on each side until it fits, and then you put on the clamps and bars afterwards and then bolt them down. So ignore the footage of me putting these on first, because that's not correct. So just correcting my mistake. Alright, now that you've got the bottom bolted down, I mean not fully tight but finger tight, make sure all the directions match up. Forward, forward. This is the front bar, so we're going to be installing the front bar first. Let's put this thing on. Now onto the rear bar. Make sure facing forward, forward, and rear. And also you have to see and remember that the fat side always faces forward toward the car, front of the car, and the skinnier side facing back, kind of like an airplane wing, because you're going to be having air flow over and to reduce noise and drag. So make sure that's important. Fatter side on the front, skinnier side on the back. All right, we got both bars installed, and like I said, the under bolts to finger tighten, because this thing will move and slide as you adjust it on top of your car. So that's why you grab yourself a L532 90-degree angle Allen key and just tighten up all four on this side and another four on that side. So make sure it's nice and snug. And after that, you should be all set. And make sure you lock all four locks so the cover doesn't fly off. All right, now that I've gotten everything tightened down, I put back the clips. Make sure every trim piece that goes on has a clip to be secured on. Now let's measure the trim piece and start cutting away. All right guys, this is post installation. So I forgot to record marking the trim pieces for cutting. So you get your old trim piece, line it up against the roof of your car, and then where you see the keyhole is, that's where your mounting bolt will be. So you line it up and then you use a Sharpie to mark your cutting point and cut off 1/2 inch on each side, leaving a total 1 inch gap to fit the bolt through, and then you just place the clamp on top and bolt it down, and this should keep your drip molding trim down, prevent it from flying off. So let's get to cutting. Alright, we're back here. Everything's been fully installed. Got this Waze cargo rack installed on top. Unfortunately, this rack does not fit perfectly. As you can see, the mounting bracket is not fully clamped down to the bars. This is a manufacturer's issue here. I'm gonna be switching, or maybe just install some additional clamps to keep it secure. But regardless, the crossbars itself is in great condition. As you can see, it's sturdy. There's no scratch marks or any bends or anything like that. So for the price, this thing is great. You avoid having to rip off all your trim and eventually possibly likely damaging your trim, so that's good. Looks great. It's really sturdy. There's no movement at all. The bars are still in its original form, considering the cargo rack is on top. So it's great. If you guys want to check it out on my description. I got the Amazon link there. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy.